everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're trying something different and we'll be giving a mini beer tour throughout the city of Cuenca, Ecuador. We go to 5 different locations and try out some Ecuadorian craft beers.
Stay tuned to the end of the video where we will be sharing our ratings of the locations based on 4 criteria: price, beer, aesthetics, and food.
Also, as a disclaimer, John and I are in no way beer experts. We are just 2 regular people who like trying craft beers when we travel, so take what we say with a grain of salt.
Also, let us know in the comments about what you think about this style of video. If you all like it, we might do a similar video in Quito, Ecuador.
So, John and I are living in Ecuador right now, but we're both from the Midwest, which means that we love beer. And so when we're in Ecuador, we're always trying to find the best craft beer around. And right now we're staying in Cuenca, Ecuador, so we're going to take you all on a journey with us over the course of the next 5 days to find the best beer.
And today we're going to a place called the Beer Garden in the historic center of the city, and we're going to try some local Cuencano brews there.
So we made it to, it's actually called the Beer Gallery. It's so cute. It's one of those places where you could totally miss it if you're walking too fast or not. It's a very small place. I got first a dry stout, and all the beers, like we said, are made here in Cuenca. And John got a Belgian amber ale, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And they have this deal going on where you can get 3 beers for $8, which is pretty awesome. So we'll be enjoying ourselves right now.
Okay, so I got the Belgian triple, and it is delicious. It's wheat beer with a smooth finish. It's like a little bit of like fruit. It's hard to put your finger on, but it tastes great.
This stout's really good. I usually prefer like milk stouts and more creamy stouts because I feel like the dry stouts can be really strong and a little bitter, but this one actually has a really nice finish. It is a little crisp, but it also is a bit creamy as well, and it's not too overbearing or strong. Alright, so tonight John and I are going to a place called Latitud Cero here in Cuenca, and we're really excited to try some more Cuencano beers. Alright, so right now we are at Latitud Cero, and we're currently sitting in the shared courtyard. It's shared with other restaurants and bars and things like that. And the vibes inside are really, really cool. It feels like kind of like this underground, almost like a speakeasy kind of place. Tonight, right now, I'm drinking a 5.9% wheat lager, and I love the presentation with the orange. It reminds me a lot of like a Blue Moon, and it actually tastes a little bit similar to a Blue Moon. It's very classic wheat lager, really simple and easy to drink. One thing that's interesting is that it says that it has like this sort of orange and cilantro taste to it, but I don't really taste the cilantro. I taste the orange quite a bit, but not the cilantro, but it's still really good though. I love it a lot.
Okay, so I got the Calle. It's an amber lager. It's got 4.7% alcohol by volume and 20 IBUs, so there's a slight hoppiness to it, and it's got a nice clean, crisp taste. And I really like it. As you can see, I've drank a lot of it already. And we're going to try a couple more and tell you our thoughts on them as well.
Alright, so for day 3, City. We are at Lacraft Beer Garden, and it's on the other side of the river, like further from the historic center. And this place is really cool. We're right now outside in the actual like beer garden space, and the menus are all online. And you can see here it's like very, very long. Their menu is like 29 pages. There's so much to eat and so much to drink here, and we're really excited. Alright, we moved inside because it's a little bit chilly, but now we're in this like middle area and it's really nice. Kind of feels like you're still outside, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of benches around, there's like lower seating as well, which is really awesome. So tonight I'm drinking a honey wheat ale. This one is a 7% amount of alcohol in here, and it tastes really good. Tastes like a wheat ale, I don't know. When you take a sip of it, there's a bit of a floral taste to it. I think that might have to do with the fact that it is a honey beer. There's kind of like this organic honey floral taste to it, which is pretty fun.
Okay, I got a double red ale, and I really like it so far, as you can see. It's got a nice full body flavor, I think, I would say. And a little bit hoppy, but not too much, which, it's enjoyable. I'm not a huge fan of IPAs and very hoppy beers, so I appreciate that. And it's got a nice clean finish with no really overpowering aftertaste or anything, so I would recommend this one for sure. Do you like red ales? Okay, we tried a third beer. This is I believe it's called a long ale. It looks like a nice golden ale. You can see here. This is slightly more hoppy than the other ones we tried tonight.
I'll be honest, I don't like it as much as John does. It tastes a little bit too hoppy for me. Usually I'll either get like a stout or a wheat ale. It depends on how I'm feeling. And tonight I got mostly like lighter beers, but I still wanted to try one of their stouts. So I got a little bit of a taste tester of one of their stouts. This is like an 8.5% or something like that. And it's really nice. It's actually very smooth and has like a nice coffee undertone to it. So I think next time if I came here, I would definitely try some more of those stouts. So today we're at probably the most highly requested brewery that I found online, and it's the Golden Frog Pub. And these beers are all in Czech style types of beers, so a lot of lagers, a lot of porters, and they are all made in Ecuador. There's actually a few locations all around Ecuador, which is really cool. So we're at the one in CUENCA, and we decided to get light beer. So we have here 4 different types of beers. This one is the Blackberry Porter. This one is the Honey Lager. This one is the Imperial Lager, and this one is called the Cortado. This porter is so smooth. It reminds me honestly of maybe a milk or oatmeal stout. It's so smooth, but I don't really taste any hints of blackberry. There's no fruity hints at all. But it's such a nice smooth finish. It's a really nice smooth drink. So this is the Honey Lager, and honestly, this is the sweetest lager or any kind of beer honestly I've ever had. It tastes so sweet. We both agreed it's a little bit flat. There's not really much of a punch to it. I mean, lagers usually are pretty mild, but it's really good. I mean, if you like sweet drinks, definitely get this. But if you don't like sweet drinks, do not get the Honey Lager.
This one is the Imperial Lager. It's pretty sweet, and it's got a nice finish. Classic lager taste. It's pretty good. This one is Cortado, and this one to me seems a little bit more hoppy and a little bit more of a bite to it, which is cool if you like that. I definitely get this one again.
Alright, so we got a whole other thing of beer, another flight, and I'm going to talk about these two right here. So this one is the Leche de Lager, which is basically like, it means milk lager, and I actually really like this one. When I heard it at first, I was like, milk lager, that sounds really gross, but it's so smooth. It has a very nice, just creamy consistency, which is a little strange for a lager, but it tastes really good in my opinion. So if you like more creamy beers, maybe you're more of a stout person. It's not a stout by any means, but it's a creamy beer, so you might really like this one. Then this one is just their standard lager, and personally, John and I don't really like this one. It starts off really watery, and I don't know, I just don't think the flavor is that good, and I probably wouldn't get this one again.
Okay, this one is a Belgian double. It's got a nice malty flavor, and it's a brown ale. And if you like brown ales, I personally really like this one. It was pretty good. And over here we've got ourselves a dark lager. No, sorry, it's called the black lager. It's a dark lager. And this one is also pretty malty. I would say a bit heavier on the malty side. But I like it. If you kind of like brown ales and lagers and stuff, I think it's great.
Last day, we have a couple hours left. We're going to CUENCA Beer Company. So we're at the CUENCA Beer Company, and there are 4 artisanal beers here, and they have really fun names. There's the Iguana IPA, there is the Condor Stout, which is what I got, and there is the Red Llama Ale, and the Tortuga Pale Ale. Like I said earlier, I got the Condor Stout.
Okay, and we muted the audio here because there's copyrighted music playing in the background. Yeah, I'll try it.
So now we are going to give our ratings for each of the different places we went to. And keep in mind, this is very arbitrary. We're just giving it on a scale of 5. So for the first place, Beer Gallery, we both rated it a 3 out of 5. For the pros, we felt like this place had really cheap and delicious beer. Only $3. It was the cheapest beer out of all the places we went to, and we enjoyed the beers that we had there. And then also we really liked the atmosphere. The decor was really cute, and the waitress also was really nice. She allowed us to even try different beers if we wanted to, for samples and things like that. So it's just a really cute, small place. And then the cons is that the building is really small, so that if you wanted to come with a couple or more friends, it would feel a little cramped. There were only 2 tables down below and then 1 table upstairs, so it was a bit on the tinier side. And the largest thing was that the food that was offered was not really good. There was only a few options that were there, and we got nachos, and they just weren't good at all. They were really hard to eat. So if you go there, just do not get the food.
For Latitud Cero, I gave that place a 4 out of 5.
And I gave it a 3.5.
The pros there was a great atmosphere, had kind of a low, moody lighting, and we thought it was a good place for a date. And there's plenty of seating. They have an indoor area and kind of an indoor-outdoor area and a courtyard. And we both really liked the beer there, too. The cons were that we thought the food wasn't worth the money. Seemed a little bit undercooked and greasy as well.
So then Lacraft Beer Garden, we both gave 4s out of 5. We really liked how young and inviting the place was. All of the waiters were really young and really friendly, and they loved that we were filming. And it was just nice that there was so much seating in the outside and the inside. Also, we really liked just how the building itself was made out of shipping containers. It felt very and kind of industrial chic, which is kind of fun. And the beers, they were pretty good too. The cons that we had for this was that it was the most expensive place that we went to. The beers were $6, which is on the pricier side for Ecuador. But the good thing is that they have a happy hour where it's 3 for 2. So, you know, it's expensive, but also you can get around with it if you get 3 beers for $2 during happy hour.
In the Golden Prague pub, we both rated as 5 out of 5. And what we liked there was the very fun vibe. The building was very spacious, and they had a outdoor seating area that we liked as well. And we really enjoyed the beers there. We got to try a lot of them by getting 2 flights. So we had 8 beers there. And the food was great, especially the cheesecake, which we both really enjoyed. And we had to get 2 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
The cons, although it is on the pricier side, but we thought it was worth it because of the quality.
And lastly, Cuenca Beer Company, we both gave 2 out of 5. While the food was pretty good, we had wings. So the wings were 10 wings for $11, including fries. The beer we had, we did not like at all. Both of our beers were really sour, and especially for a stout, it felt really weird that it was so sour. We kind of are wondering if the beer was bad and if we got a bad batch of it. So we would definitely be willing to try another location. It could have just been our location that is, you know, why we didn't like it so much. But the beers were just really underwhelming. And then also the music that was played during our entire time there was just Ed Sheeran on repeat. Which if you like that, then great. But we aren't a fan of Ed Sheeran that much. We hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, we'd love it if you would give it a like and if you would subscribe for more content on our channel.
This was by no means a comprehensive list or tour of the craft beers in Cuenca. If you're looking for more places to visit, check out the list in the comments below.
Thanks for watching. Bye.